I'm ready.
We're here. I hope the mics haven't been on the whole time.
Yeah, that's all right. Don't matter.
Jeremy gets here at like a second before we start. I'm like, all right, here we go. We're doing this. And then we're like, oh, let's have a conversation while the opening credits roll.
Right.
The opening credits. It's like
the
a movie.
Opening credits, yeah.
It's a movie.
There's no starring thing.
Oh. It's certainly not starring Des.
No.
No, it's starring... It's starring a lot of cats.
Cats.
Meow, meow, meow.
Who determined if the words go down or up the very first time they decided to roll the credits?
I mean, it's common sense, right? Like, you don't read from the bottom of a page up.
No, but they always come from here. Wait, now I'm fucked up.
It's the top of a page. It starts at the bottom
and it comes
works its way up. And
yes.
You read just like a page.
Okay.
Could you imagine trying to read backwards? Like from the bottom of a page, read a line, then go up a line, read a line, go up a line.
Well, why do Arabic writing is left to right, isn't it? On a page?
You mean right to left?
Left to right to left. Sorry. I'm very not with it.
And so do Arabic movies...
I don't know.
Do the credits start from the bottom? That's
a good question. I'm sure somebody out there knows the answer to this.
I'm wondering if anyone out there cares about the answer to this.
Yeah, right. No.
This is what happens when the cameras aren't rolling. I'm not
yes,
sure.
These are the combos that happen prior to the camera rolling.
We didn't have our proper like get it all out before the show conversation today. So this is what happens.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. My voice is shot, man. I can feel I'm losing it already.
From lots of reviews. You've been pumping them out.
The review definitely been pumping out reviews. I'm trying to get into a place where like I can push reviews out like much faster.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have to play the game and everything. But I used to like pour over those scripts.
Yeah.
I used to like write it and then I'd like
you were never happy with it.
I'll edit it again tomorrow and then again the day after that and just keep writing it over and over and over. And now I'm like pretty much my ChromaGun VR script, first take, and then my first voiceover take. Done.
Nice.
I was like, just push it out the door.
Sweet.
Right? And everyone's like, okay, it's cool. All right, cool. If you guys like it, I'm good.
Right? Yeah, I listened to it. I didn't think anything awkward about it.
I think you can tell that I did the ChromaGun one fresh out of bed. I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
some of them, your voice, I can tell. The time of which you do the review, I can totally tell. Because some of them have that slight nasally sound, like when somebody's sick. Similar like when you watch sitcoms, you'd be like, huh, that actor sounds different. You know, like, is he sick or tired?
Yeah, it's definitely, you can tell, I think on Eden Tomorrow, I'm like, and this, and this, and this, and then and then this, and blah, blah, blah. And then with the ChromaGun, I'm like, we've been waiting such a long time for ChromaGun to come out. And it's finally here. It's finally here.
Listening to morphine in the background while you write your review.
Injecting morphine in the foreground.
And injecting it, yeah.
Can you inject morphine?
Probably, right? The proper medicated, like on the battlefield.
Probably. Soldiers
carrying it.
I've done so many drugs. How do I not know how to?
Morphine, I don't think is one. You're just like, oh man, I need to get some morphine. You know, I don't know. There's comments. I haven't read anything.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
8 goddamn minutes.
People are watching. Yeah. Star Wars is bottom to top. See, I knew something was up.
Star Wars, no, yeah, just like everything
from the
else.
Words coming up in the beginning.
But just
no, we're talking the.
No, credits in Star Wars scroll the same way.
Credits in movies don't come from the bottom down. I'm so fucking confused. No, it's the bottom up.
This is anybody's first time watching the show.
Damn it. Is Des under? If Des was under the table, we wouldn't have been having this convo because we would have had the answer the second he would have known.
Johnny Mentology, I want to let you know, and everybody else who wasn't here earlier, I want to let you know what's going on. Jeremy and I are doing the Gamescast live today, and then Des is coming over after work tonight. This is going to be the fucking longest day of my life, by the way. Every Tuesday is pure hell for me. Yeah. So tonight, when Des gets here, we have to film Monday's Why We Love PSVR. No spoilers. I won't tell you what it is. Yeah. Because I haven't played the game yet. I gotta play it.
So it's something newer or something not in your library.
I played it, but not since launch. So I got to go like back and replay the whole thing. Yeah. And then so I got to do that today. And then when Des gets here, we're going to film Why We Love PSVR, and then we're filming tomorrow's viewer takeover. And that way, you get your daily dose of Jeremy today, and then Des tomorrow. You get a little bit of everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. We want to make it fair.
Whoops.
Oh man, there are a lot of people in the chat.
There is. I'm gonna say hello to everybody. I haven't read anything of this question.
Well, you say hi to everybody, and I'm gonna do some housekeeping here.
Sweet.
Basically, what I want to say is make sure you head on over to our community on the PlayStation 4. If you don't know that we have a community, you should know by now. If you didn't know, now you know. PSVR Without Parole GameCast. If you go on your PlayStation 4, there is a tab next to settings, next to profile, next to trophies. It says communities. Go there, hit that little magnifying glass button to search for PSVR Without Parole GameCats. GameCats, all one word.
Wow.
If you don't know what GameCats are, that's what you are.
Yeah.
You're a fluffy little kitten.
Hey, Berber Cat almost spelled my name the way that Sirius Satellite accidentally spells my name every goddamn email that they try to get me to subscribe to them, except in an N, it's an M. They give me an extra E.
Does anyone does anyone else have the same problem when they say seriously? Like the word I say all the time when I play a game and I get frustrated, I go fucking seriously, 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 and then Siri is always interjecting, going, "What did you say? What?" And I'm like I'm not already mad enough.
Yeah.
And then I get
God damn it, Siri.
Yeah. Does this happen to anyone else? No, that's you know who over there. That's A over there.
Oh, that's
Alex, the girl version.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's that one. Back behind me. Back over there.
So wait, if I say,
that's
will both of them respond?
No, because Alexa is Amazon.
Oh.
That Siri is Apple.
Sorry, I thought that's what you were pointing to. I thought you were like, I've got, yeah.
Yeah.
We can't say their names.
So much AI.
Because I don't want people talking to me.
Right?
Yeah. I don't want AI talking to me.
No, because they have all the answers.
Was it Memento where the credits scrolled from top to bottom? I mean, obviously that would make sense.
Memento would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Have you watched that recently?
Maybe a year and a half ago.
That's pretty recently. I haven't watched it in probably a decade.
Oh, for real?
Does it hold up?
Oh yeah, it's great.
Really?
Yeah.
For some reason, I figure like I kind of figured that just it wasn't gonna like, especially once you know like the whole story and everything.
Yeah.
I figure it just wouldn't stand the test of time.
No, it's good, and it's interesting that I wonder the task they had in the challenge of editing that movie to properly make sense, but be from the front to the back to the front, and kind of telling the story constantly over and over again without having it be like an origin story every other 8 minutes.
I feel like you'd have to write the script forward.
You'd have to.
And then when you're creating the screenplay,
cut pieces out of the script and rearrange them all over this big
just
fucking
to make sure
mad
it makes
room.
sense.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Because if you talk to Siri and Alexa at the same time, the world will explode.
They'd battle it out.
I think I said it quiet enough.
Someone asked earlier if Brian was wearing pants. I checked. He is.
Mm-hmm.
Still is.
Still wearing pants. I'm still stuck in my fat pants phase.
Why is Mack Cat talking about fire? Fire started with fucking.
Look, listen. Hold on a second. I see what fucking Mack Cat's doing. Do you see what Mack Cat's doing?
I only saw.
All he's doing is trying to keep us off topic by listing random 80s movies.
Is he? I only got rid of past the first one.
It was Heathers, Can't Buy Me Love, Better Off Dead. Fucking fuck, man. We're never getting a show done today.
Is he listing movies where the credits go the opposite way or something?
Wolfie Smith, the Game Cub, gives a £5 donation.
Pounds, baby. Pounds.
Did my first review yesterday for ChromaGun. Bloody hell, it's hard work. Oh, no, I just fucking lost the...
I salute you and all of the reviews, and I lost it.
Oh, hold on. Just want to make sure I didn't miss any of the...
And shows you create.
I salute you for all the reviews and shows you create. Well, thank you very much, Wolfie Smith. Well, I'm gonna have to check out your review. It's not easy. It takes a lot of time, and you want, because especially when it's somebody else's creation, reviews are, it's something you want to take very seriously.
Yeah.
So somebody I did a review of Eden Tomorrow, and this is a game that, like, I swear to God, that was in development for like 4 or 5 years. Right?
Forever.
And it didn't turn out that good. Right? And so, like, you want to take a lot of care to be like, well, these are the good points about the game, and these are not. These are the things that kind of ruin the experience, and you want to, even if it's a bad game, you want to, like, be respectful of somebody's work.
Yeah, totally.
And if we were typical YouTubers, I know most of the PSVR YouTubers aren't like this, so I don't want to, like, start like being like, oh, fuck you, Polish Paul, but fuck you, Polish Paul. Most of them are pretty respectful.
Yeah.
Most of them are pretty respectful.
My Babsy wouldn't like you saying that.
Polish Paul? Or
yes.
fuck you?
We're like blood brothers without even knowing each other.
Okay.
Pierogies. Yeah. Galumpkies.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Screen doors on submarines.
Waving one arm out of the hey.
Wow, yeah, no. Remember when being like insensitive, like
to jokes, it was like humor.
Yeah, I remember being like in 4th or 5th grade, and like it was like dumb Polish jokes, like stupid Polacks. And I remember that not being an issue.
Yeah, I know. It was just like, oh, whatever.
I had a friend who was like half Polish.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he like would tell them too, and I was like, what happened to the world?
I don't know.
You know, you can't say retarded anymore.
No, that was a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they came out even with commercials to prevent people from saying those words. Remember? It was like Becky and Heather or something.
Becky and Heather, right?
Was it? Or am I just like...
I think you're right. Right?
Don't be so Becky.
I love it, man. I love it. I wish the world would get a little less sensitive.
My grandmother's Polish, right?
Yeah.
And so I remember when I was younger, teens, high school, so, early 90s, when those jokes were still around. And I remember going over there, and she basically, with her VCR, since the battery died in the controller, she's like, I haven't been able to use my VCR in like a while. There's no buttons. I'm like, Grandma, go to your VCR, and we flip the little tab with all the fast forward, rewind, eject buttons right there. She didn't know that
tab even came out, yeah.
No. She doesn't have an accent. I mean, like, she was born in Pennsylvania, but like her parents are Polish, spoke Polish, cooks like she's from Lebanon because my grandfather's Lebanese. But she also cooks like she's from Poland. Because she's a good... most Polish women... This is stereotype.
I'm reading the comments. I'm trying to figure out like who's in our camp and who's not. You know?
I forgot about...
I'm unsubscribing. You guys are fucking insensitive.
I forgot about the cats.
Yeah. It's don't be a Becky. It's totally... Yeah,
somebody remembers.
Becky has to be it.
It's got to be Becky.
Yeah.
Long story short, we love everybody, but we also like to have humor and fun, and
that's the important thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like you have to be able to have fun, and as long as everyone that's here understands that we're all on the same page, that we fucking love everybody, that we don't leave anybody out of the group.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then you can have a good time. You know, when I think with my best friends, only with my best friends do I fucking razz them as hard as like. Fucking
anybody
worse than my worst enemies.
Yeah.
Just give them the hardest time, and that's what I do with the cats. You know, we do it in the comments all the time.
Yeah.
And hopefully everyone understands that they're all very much accepted.
I can dish it out as well as I can. Do you know how many every single day about short jokes or how not masculine I am? I don't give a shit.
You're
it's
not masculine?
Funny. No, God. I'm like seriously.
Between you, me, and Dez, I don't think there's a ton of testosterone on this channel.
No, it would be like all we need is that lady, and it would be
what lady?
God damn it! What's that show with the women? Weren't we just talking about this? It was back in the 80s.
Golden Girls. There's 227.
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have
Facts of Life. Yeah.
The Facts of Life.
Like I have. I mean, I would make a great wife. I would.
All right.
Anyways.
So the funny thing is before we started the show, Jeremy was like, I have a hard out at 1 p.m. I got to get out of here. And I was like, that's cool. We'll just do a real quick show. We'll do like a 1 hour show. And then we waste the first 20 minutes talking about shit that's not even PlayStation VR related. So here's what I want to do real fast here. There are 2 announcements we want to make as the show gets rolling. First and foremost, of course, we want to check in with our good friend Grim Catnip, the game cat.
Yeah.
And let's see the Catnip Games report of the week.
Thanks, Solo Vision. I guess my accent alone is.
I'm Grim Catnip, and this is your weekly Catnip Games update. First up, the Catnip crew has teamed up with the Starblood community, and we will be joining them in their Wednesday Wars events hosted by community member Matsky. Join us every week as we continue to say farewell to Starblood Arena. Speaking of community events, the Catnip Games community has chosen Eagle Flight for Sunday's Night Prowl, so head on over to the PSVR Without Parole Gamecast community page or the Catnip Games community page to sign up. And finally, I'd like to announce we will be playing Spark for next month's tournament, so keep an eye out for the event posting. Contestants have a chance at winning a $10 PSN code or a $20 PSN code. That's all the updates I have for now. I'm Grim Catnip, and I'll see you out in the arena.
There we go. Thank you. So make sure everything's good. Thank you so much, Grim Catnip, the Game Cat.
Wow.
Thank you, Eagle Flight. They're playing Eagle Flight this week.
Okay.
I haven't played Eagle Flight in so long.
Flight, yeah.
I kind of want to stop in and play. We're talking in the comments about how cool it would be to have Goat Simulator VR. And
how would you, third or first?
Well, that was the conversation. I want to have it in first person so you can see like the goat fur around your eyes.
Yeah.
Just like Eagle Flight. I don't know.
Throw up, dude, when you get fucking launched somewhere or something.
Tumbling down the street and shit. It's like all you see is like this. That would be awesome. I'd be totally down for that.
That would be great.
Yeah.
You'd have to sit playing that game. Oh, totally.
I think you'd have to curl up in a ball. I don't know about this.
Have someone toss you.
Toss your what?
Give me another week, and I'm gonna tell you what they could toss.
This is what happens when Dez isn't here to keep us in line.
Yeah.
Also, speaking of Dez has a very important announcement. I don't think he's already divulged it in the comments, but let's check in with Dez.
Yeah.
Right here on your mark. Get Dez. Go.
Hey everybody, this is Dez. I'm so sorry I missed the show today, but to make it up to you, I have a pretty special announcement. Tomorrow is the 1-year anniversary of the release of Apex Construct, one of our favorite games for the PSVR. And to celebrate, I'll be live streaming it from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So 2 hours of non-stop Dez action. Okay, that doesn't sound as good as it should be. But to sweeten the deal, Fast Travel Games has actually given us, to give to you, a pretty special prize. That is a signed physical copy of the game. Want to win it? Pretty easy. All you have to do is watch my stream tomorrow, again from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. During the stream, I'll be asking a series of questions, trivia questions about Without Parole games, and maybe even the game itself. At the end of those 2 hours, you will have all the questions you need. They're probably going to be 5, maybe 10. You will have 1 hour after the stream to send me an email with your answers to those questions, okay? My cutoff time will be noon Eastern Time. So watch the stream 9 to 11, you have 1 hour to answer, and then at noon, I'll check my email and see who has sent the most correct answers. If you do, ta-da, you will win the prize. Now, the only downside is they can only offer this game to EU, American, or North American, and Australian viewers. So our friends in the Asian territories, I'm so sorry, but right now, they're not able to send that out to you. But if you're in those areas I talked about, UK, EU, North America, and Australia, come watch the stream, answer some questions, join us, and have some fun. Of course, anyone is welcome to join. So, Brian, Jeremy, sorry to bail on you guys again, but daddy duty calls. And to everyone else, we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And happy anniversary, Fast Travel. Bye.
There it is.
Hey.
I keep doing this. We can't hear the sound when we cut away because I don't have my headphones on. And so the video just ends abruptly, and then we're like, oh, we're back. Oh God, I'm overtired. This is ridiculous. All right. So Des announced a bunch of stuff for Apex Construct, celebrating the 1-year anniversary with Fast Travel Games. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, tomorrow. I think he said 9 a.m. Eastern. And
hey, Dez is around. Hey, Dez.
Dez is in the chat, so obviously he can correct me if I'm wrong. Man, it took a healthy second to get that thing.
Oh, now Aless is chiming in. Secret World of Alex Mack. Remember that?
I do remember that.
She could turn into like liquid.
Yes.
Was that all she could turn into? Water?
I don't know. This was a Nickelodeon show.
It was. She didn't utilize that ability way near enough. I would have gone hog wild with that shit.
What if you accidentally went down a drain?
I think you just float out to where it comes, and.
But what you don't get like diluted with all the water that's around you?
You know, I don't know. I'm going to assume that you're enough to maintain your form, because if you could seriously turn into water, but your downfall was that if you contacted actual water, you would just dilute into it. That would be terrible.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, you'd be fucked. I would never turn into water.
No, definitely not.
I would never tell anybody.
So maybe she had a lot of abilities, and but there were all these downsides to all of them.
Wicked down one. Hey, you can punch things really strong and break it, but if your feet touch the ground while doing it, you blow up. You know, it's like, what would you do? Jump and punch?
It's totally random. All right, let's actually talk about some PlayStation VR games. Some stuff came out last week. Specifically. Let's talk about Xing first. Xing: The Land Beyond. No objectionable content. I've never seen that before. It just has a big E. No objectionable content.
Wow. So there's nothing in this game
That's
I will
objectionable.
object to.
Never. Like it always says like use of tobacco or alcohol or something, and it literally just said no objectionable content.
So should I buy the game? Is this a good tactic? Because now it's like, hey, I'm gonna find something I object to in that game.
Everyone will find something all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Like I object to the fact that there was slippery moss on those rocks and there was no warning sign that it could be slippery.
right. Where the fuck is the warning sign?
Where's the warning sign?
Yeah.
I mean, you're outside. There's no guardrail.
Is it where is Bon Jovi telling you that it might be slippery when wet?
Did he ever actually say that?
No, it's just
Just the
the
cover
album name, right?
There was no anything in that whole goddamn cassette that had anything to do with being slippery when wet.
Yeah,
unless
no
it was
idea.
just a sexual thing, you know.
Oh, I didn't even think of it as a sexual thing because I was like 12 when it came out.
Yeah, me neither.
I
but
definitely
it's-
wasn't thinking about sex.
My brain corrupts, you know. Then it kind of was like maybe that's what John Bon Jovi meant, but he seems like such a not.
He doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
No, like hey, let's call it slippery when wet, you know.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Do you think if he didn't name that album "Slippery When Wet," there would have been an album after that named "Slippery When Wet"?
Like it was
Like,
inevitable.
some other band eventually at some
Would've come
point
out with it?
would have had to.
Like Final Destination, it's like it's gonna kill you no matter what. Skype.
Could do. I just wanted to make sure because it was trying to reset earlier.
Let's not sign into Skype.
All right, this is a long ass trailer. We're fading back. Okay, so if anybody hasn't played Xing: The Land Beyond, I mean that's absolute fucking insanity because Xing is you're insane, dude.
I haven't played it, but I want to find something I object to,
Right?
so I might play that.
I'm quickly checking the PlayStation Store here because there was a launch week discount. Oh, the launch week discount is over for Plus members. It was like $15 with Plus. It was super cheap. It's only $20 without Plus, but I mean, come on.
Nice. Joystick Guru.
Hey, Joystick.
Thank you. $1 donation.
Thank you very much. No comment.
Thank you. No comment.
Wow.
Yeah.
No comment.
No.
Well, then I have no comment either, except for thank you.
Thank you.
Meow meow meow. Okay, let's man, there's too many games to mess around here. Let's also check out the trailer for this one. Peggy 12. This is Eden Tomorrow. And Eden Tomorrow, I mean, Jesus, this had so much potential. It looked so good.
Yeah.
And this little fucking Newton ball of shit ruined everything.
For real? Did your review come out for this?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't watch this one yet.
Yeah, a couple days ago, came out, and it's somehow there are some games that you know how sometimes like you don't like a game or you do like a game and you find out you're in the minority,
Yeah.
or like it's a divisive game and you're
Yeah.
like, well, I can kind of see, you're like, I didn't like it but other people do and I get it.
Yeah.
This is one of those games where like before I even published my review, I started hearing that some people really really liked it.
Okay.
Right, and I was like, interesting, because I think it's fucking annoying. Like the Newton's really annoying, and
Newton, I take it as that fucking
the little robot floaty thing.
like
He
Destiny
talks
thing?
non-stop for 5 hours straight. It's like hanging out with me. It's terrible.
on me.
Or you. And it's just so annoying because it's like it would be one thing if it's just kind of happening in the background, but it's not happening in the background. It's like when he's talking, you just have to stand there and wait for
Oh,
him
God.
to be done talking. And I'm just like, come on, dude.
It's not like Claptrap where it's like, all right, talking about it, I can walk away.
Right, I'm gonna go do stuff while you're talking.
Yeah.
Right? No, you have to stand there. You are locked in place, and in a VR game, that feels even more restrictive than usual.
Yeah.
Right? It's horrible. So, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, man. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There are
So there's no redeeming, there's no quick patch that could really make this game turn around, or is it a slow process, you think?
there's no quick patch
Okay.
because first of all, I mean, that stuff where you're like locked in place and you have to like listen to the dialogue. I don't know how you fix that.
Okay.
You know, maybe you can patch that, but then every single thing you do, you walk up to a little bridge and you have to cross the bridge, but you have to like kind of balance yourself.
Yeah.
And you do it with like head tracking.
Yeah.
You have to walk up to the bridge and you can't just walk across. You have to hit X to do it. And then
Oh.
it fades to black for a second, then it comes back and now you're crossing the bridge.
Ah.
And I'm like, well, that's not immersive for a VR game.
No.
And it happens all the time. You're like, oh, I have to slide down this little ledge and avoid the rocks. Well, you have to walk up to the ledge, push X, fades to black, comes back, now you're sliding down. I'm like, fucking just let me
fuck?
do shit.
No
like,
shit.
It has to be cohesive for it to be immersive. And this is the least cohesive VR game we have. But there are like
Little mini load screens everywhere.
it's
huh?
not but it's not a load screen.
It's like you
it's
interact.
just enough to like pull you out for like a half a second and then come right back. It doesn't seem like it's loading, which is you wonder why the fuck it's
Why you
happening.
have to initiate that little mini game to cross the bridge and then exit it or slide down the hill? It's like a mini game.
Exactly, and they're not fun mini games.
Yeah.
Like it's just something else you're doing. And if they could have just let you do it instead of initiating it,
Yep.
it would have been like, okay, that's passable.
Yeah.
That's fine, whatever. So yeah, that's I don't
That
know.
stinks.
And the thing is like it's just there are long stretches of like searching the environment for things with no clue, no indication of where you should be going, and it's just so boring that
bad.
like that all of these elements, everything I just listed, keeps you from enjoying the story.
Okay.
Keeps you from even enjoying the set pieces. Some of the levels are big and beautiful and
They
sprawling.
look
like,
great.
yeah,
Yeah.
and some of the monsters look great.
Yeah.
you know, and it's just I can't figure out what went wrong during development.
Well, that's a shame.
I think maybe it's just been in development for too long,
Yeah.
and they didn't really understand VR that early on, and then
True.
some of that shit was just built in from the get-go, and they couldn't undo it.
Yeah.
That's all I can assume.
It's kind of like when you fuck up with a recipe and you just continue with it and it comes out like,
Right? You
too late.
you can't take salt out of the recipe.
No,
You've
put too
already
much.
put too much in.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna keep adding rice, and oh fuck, we got too much rice now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So that must be what happened.
So that's why even tomorrow for me, I'm just like when people say they really enjoyed it, I'm like I don't understand that. Like I can't see past my own opinion of it. And so I'm very I'm always curious to hear from other people. I'm not gonna be like, oh, you're fucking stupid for liking it. I want to hear why you like it though. Like these things just didn't bother you the way they bothered me. Maybe I don't know. So that's Eden tomorrow. Jesus, I had a lot to say about that.
Oops, I didn't type.
And obviously last week was fucking an incredible week for VR. We got another game, which I have not reviewed yet, but I did do a first impression live stream.
Okay.
And here it is.
Peggy 18.
18.
There is definitely objectionable content in this game.
It's red.
It is red.
Yeah, we're going to object. But at least they warned us, so am I going to object?
Yeah, this is Intruders, hide and seek.
Oh.
It's very interesting.
I didn't watch your play of it because I want to play it. So I kind of want to go in blind, and eventually I do want to play this.
I will say, I'm on the Pro, and I haven't tried it with the OG yet. But this is a good looking house.
Yeah.
It's very dark. It's very dark. It is exactly what you think it is.
They love their children because right in their fucking living room they put one of those god awful rugs that has the town with the road. You know,
You think that was that the living room?
I don't know, is the first thing.
I think it's in the kids' room.
Oh, all right.
I'm pretty sure.
Makes sense.
But yeah, it's exactly. 'Cause it is a nice looking house, man. It is like a beautiful house. Like, and I'm not into like. I live in a tiny little apartment. I like my little apartment.
Yeah.
I'm not usually into like, oh wow, this is a nice, expensive looking, very well designed house. And that's all I could think for the first
keep
half
my
hour.
eye on this for when it goes on the market.
I was
It's got to
like,
be going soon. His family's got to be moving out.
Yeah, I don't know what they're.
How could you ever? You could have so many wonderful memories, and then this happens. Done. You don't remember any of that shit.
Oh yeah.
Just remember when the family came in and terrorized you, and your fucking kid was sneaking around the house.
Yeah, you remember when we were tied up and Sonny Boy had to save us, right? And this guy, one of the guys has like big giant antlers
Dude,
on
it's
his
huge.
face. Oh yeah. Oh no, these guys definitely ruined this house forever.
Like from Arkham?
From
Arkham
maybe.
Asylum?
Very much might be. So it's here's the thing. Somehow I'm enjoying this game,
Yeah.
and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Because it's not very good.
All right.
Right, and that's mean, right? I don't want to say it's fundamentally like all you're doing
Yeah.
is just going from one place on the map to another and trying not to be seen. And
Okay.
it's like why is this fun?
Yeah.
Because it's not really.
Okay.
It's like in my live stream they were like, okay, there's a dad's phone is vibrating. I can hear dad's phone. I'm gonna go find it, and then you kind of like follow the ringtone or follow the vibration.
Yeah.
And it's in the kitchen.
Okay.
And like and then, but then like you have to go find his laptop, and then you go find his laptop, and it's all marked on the map, and then you go find the laptop. You get there, and it's like, well, you have to put in a password. And then you're like, oh, it has something to do with this book that's in the library. And then you're like, well, to get the password to the laptop, I have to go to the library and bring the password back from the library.
Yeah.
It's bullshit. It's like a lot of bullshit.
It's like the princess is in another castle type of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just kind of like, oh, why do I have to like do all this roundabout bullshit?
Yeah.
But sneaking around this house is tense enough.
Yeah.
Where you're distracted from the fact that it's like this is really bad, boring gameplay.
It's a bunch of fetch quests.
It's a
People
bunch
do it
of
on
fetch
EverQuest and Warcraft for fucking decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is like one house,
Yeah.
3 intruders,
Yeah.
and like in pre-designated hiding spots. It's like, I don't know if you saw in the trailer, there's like these little diamonds where you're just like, you walk up to the diamond, you hit X, and then suddenly you're hiding.
Then you're hiding.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I don't know why I'm enjoying this. Like, I think because it's got that kind of horror vibe.
Yeah.
That like, I just love in VR even more
You
than
couldn't
regular.
Allison Mack that shit. Turn into water. But why,
Yeah,
do they
you
all
totally
have
do that.
flashlights?
I think they all have flashlights, yeah.
You know, being an intruder, would you not have the flashlight?
So they're not getting into this house and like running in and running out. Like, they've got a mission.
Okay.
And they're sticking around.
Okay.
Yeah. They've cut the phone lines. Like, you're just fucking stuck there.
Yeah.
They're taking their time.
They got plans.
I'm pretty sure by the end of this game, I'm gonna walk into the living room. One's gonna have his feet up on the table and fucking kicking back and watching a movie or some shit like that.
Right? Do you eventually take piano wire and like
I don't know. I hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope at some point you get to fight back.
do something?
But I will say the first 90 minutes, and I hear it's short, like 3.5, 4 hours.
Okay.
First 90 minutes, I really enjoyed. Horrible voice acting.
Okay.
They swear a lot, which is a lot of fun with horrible voice acting.
Nice.
Right? There's like a fuck in every single word, every single sentence. And on top of that, the character models,
Yeah.
the faces on the family are like fucking downright scary. Like, they are like the family, not even the intruders. The intruders look great because they got
Yeah.
masks on. They're like big and hulking and stuff.
Yeah.
No, the family looks scary.
Really?
You're like, what happened to this family? Like, it looks like the mother had like a botched face, like a, what is it called? Facelift.
Facelift?
Yeah, it looks like she had like botched plastic
Really?
surgery. And I was like, what is going on? Why like it's 2019. Why do character models look like this?
Really? So it's not purposeful. Like in the story, like the guy's rich and he does something. Maybe he created the family and now they're there to
Anything's possible.
take over and
Anything's
get
possible.
the DNA from the mum.
We'll definitely find out as
Yeah, I
time
guess
goes
so.
on.
Man, they really are trying to distract us.
Yeah.
Unless fucking Met, they all are. They're throwing so much shit out there, and I'm like, don't look, Jeremy. Don't look.
Well, let's just blast through the two games that are coming out this week.
Okay.
Or that came out moments
sweet.
ago, an hour ago, and then we'll just sit around and talk to the chat. How about that?
Okay.
Okay, cool. Well, in that case, let's check out this one right here. This is ChromaGun VR. Media source. ChromaGun. I mean, this is.
Des reviewed this one.
I reviewed this game
That was you?
this morning.
Oh, I just listened to it. Why did I think it was... What did I listen to this morning?
Rage Room.
That's the one.
Garbage.
Yeah, Des
that-
didn't even like that one.
I think that was from like 2 weeks ago.
Was it? It just popped up recently.
No, but the game came out 2
Oh,
weeks ago,
yes, it did.
and then we had issues like
I see.
yeah, we had issues getting the review out. We've had issues getting a lot of reviews out. More on that on tomorrow's viewer takeover.
Okay.
I'll definitely talk about some reviews.
Yeah.
But this came. So I want to say that I saw an email from Pixel Maniacs who developed this game.
Mm-hmm.
The original ChromaGun came out 3 years and 3 days ago.
Oh,
To
shit.
the date.
Really?
Right. And I checked my breaking news report. And back in like November of 2017, we were like, and ChromaGun's getting a VR patch. We're all like, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and we're like, this is great. PlayStation VR is amazing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
every game's getting a PlayStation VR patch. And as it turns out, that's not the case. And this actually is not a patch. This is they had to make a whole new. It's more expensive than the original game. The original game's $15, and they released this separately for $20.
They had to create reality.
They did, yeah. And so, and so it's out, and it is good, and it's fun. It's just easy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It looks fun, I guess, but...
that aim controller for something other than killing people.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice.
But is it too much like Portal, but not enough like Portal, where you wish it was Portal?
I think a lot of people are like, so I even threw into the review, keep your Portal comparisons away.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, do you paint walls in Portal?
No.
No, you create fucking portals. You bend the space and time.
Yeah.
Right? Totally different concept.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm sure that Pixel Maniacs were inspired by Portal.
Yeah.
But absolutely not. Like, this is not a Portal game any stretch of the imagination. So keep your expectations in check. All you're doing is walking around with a giant, very cool paintball gun.
Yeah.
And you're painting things.
Okay.
And that's
Making the things go through...
the worker droids.
Yeah.
A red worker droid is attracted to a red wall.
Okay.
And so if there's a switch against the wall, paint that wall red, and the droid will go over there. Boom, the door opens.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's all it is.
What's the purpose of this facility?
To test you.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all it is.
There's a lot of facilities out there with very high tech that the world is unaware of just to test humans for something odd.
That is very, very true.
Baz the Game Cat.
Wow, in unison. I like
Nice.
that. You want to read it?
Sure. Question too long for 50 letters. Please check after.
Oh. Where are you sending the longer than 50 letters question
He's
to?
still typing it out. 50 letters isn't many letters. There's probably 50 in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 40. It's 42 right there. So yeah, probably. I mean, he's 8 more to go. He probably couldn't get his question out.
Thank you so much for the generous donation. I didn't know that. I don't think I knew that there was a maximum.
I didn't think so either, because I comment during Amanda's streams, and I never have a limit.
We should talk about Amanda streams. Let's after this.
Sure.
All right, and then finally, the other game that came out today is the long-awaited, much anticipated. Everybody's been asking for it. Not true, but here it is. It's Dick Wilde too.
Weird Science.
Oh, would you stop it?
That's a good one.
Dick Wilde 2, man. Like this is very interesting. This is not a game I expected would ever get a sequel.
Yeah, really.
And it came out
on the boat.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously it was like a super difficult wave shooter.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like a wave shooter / rail shooter.
Yeah, on the bayou.
And
That's
now-
not a bayou, though, I don't think.
It's kind of Bayou-esque.
I don't know the proper definition of bayou. If it's like standing water with reeds, like that kind of shit. This is like a river.
Kind of like swamplands, right?
Yeah, something.
I mean, I remember Bayou Billy on the NES.
Bayou Billy, yeah.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy. Which also had shooting in it. You could actually use the zapper for like every third level.
The zapper. Ding! That thing had that spring inside of it.
Right?
Boom!
Right.
Boom!
Right.
Oh.
That's where like that's the genesis of
feel it.
arthritis.
That feeling.
Arthritis. Something like arthritis.
This looks decent, though.
It does. It's $20, and it's co-op, online co-op.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I think that's definitely something the first game was missing. It was such a difficult game that like Bulwark Games was like, well, fuck it, we'll add co-op, make it easier.
Nice.
Oh, okay. We'll see. This is a game I talked to Bulwark this morning, and they still don't have review keys. I'm never against just purchasing the game.
Mm-hmm.
I do whenever they don't send me a key.
Very true. Proven.
Yeah, this is kind of true. But yeah, no, like I'm and especially with you and Dez, I try to make sure that everyone has the games we need. So
I was just talking about Buckaroo Banzai yesterday. God damn, I'm not gonna continue.
Bonsai.
It's great. What?
Wait.
The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai.
I don't remember it.
Really?
What is it?
It's what's his face? Fucking RoboCop actor. Why am I forgetting his name?
I don't know the RoboCop actor's name.
Oh my God! I'm not on my game. I don't know. I'm not feeling well. I'm fighting a cold. I don't know if anybody knows that, but yeah. So
now,
my brain's,
now everybody knows.
Now everybody knows.
Yeah.
So I'm in such a fog, but I can't. Peter. I don't know. It's not coming to me, and this shit comes to me. Peter Weller.
Yeah.
Right?
Dude, I'm not the person to ask.
Anyways.
Yeah. So that's everything that's everything that's happening here.
Hey, that space shooter is eating sausage while listening to the show.
Nice.
All right. Well, several of them. Sausages. Do you remember the old Kids in the Hall sausages? I want my sausages.
I do remember, yeah.
That was a great one.
Yeah, Kids in the Hall was great.
It was awesome.
Kids in the Hall was great. It was a great show that I didn't watch enough of. I will say that.
Really? See, I'm blown away by that. It was in the late 80s. That's old.
Baz the Game Cat.
There we go.
Having a PSVR night at a mate's in a couple of nights. About 10 people are trying it, taking the Pro with Skyrim, Moss, Farpoint, Firewall, Wipeout, Super Hot, any others.
Wow.
That's a good question.
That is a good question. Fucking Wipeout, awesome. Super Hot, check. Farpoint, check.
5 point.
Skyrim, I don't know if that would be one you bring over to show mates, because you know what?
If they're Skyrim fans.
Yeah, because if not, it's going to be goddamn boring for them.
If they're Skyrim fans and we spent 100 hours in Skyrim. Oh my God, here's a new way to play it. If you're a Skyrim fan, you'll be fucking blown away. Right? I think you need to think outside the box on this one.
Naked Lunch, he was great in that. God damn it! All right,
I think you need to think outside the box and bring Keep Talking and No One Explodes, or Nobody Explodes.
Yeah.
because then you get crowd participation. You get the guy in the VR headset, and you get everyone else trying to help him.
And the other one,
Black Hat Cooperative, which you and I played a little bit of when you're trying to lead the guy through the maze.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So that's also crowd participation. It's like you get the guy in the VR headset, and then you get everyone else trying to help him through this.
Yeah.
Black Hat Cooperative is good for that kind of situation. And I mean, if you happen to have it, Smash Hit Plunder, I guess, is something you can actually play like 5 players,
a couple people,
like 4 people on the social screen. Obviously, not an impressive game visually or from a VR standpoint, but something that everyone can kind of participate in. That's me thinking outside the box. Did he list Beat Saber? Beat Saber needs to be on that list because that's fucking simple shit, right?
And that's still fun to watch, quick to play, each take a turn. Because you know what? You're not going to want to sit there and watch 4 people play Skyrim. That is going to be a boring-ass night, and nobody's going to want to play your VR. You got to do it these quick, boom, boom, boom. Beat Saber would be great.
Yeah, if you want
Rush of Blood, that'd be a good one, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. For first-time VR gamers, like to put them in Rush of Blood and just scare the living fuck out of them.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to have these games where they're going to die quick and throw the headset on somebody else and keep it going, If not, people are going to lose interest. I expect you to die.
Bogeyman Productions says, anyone think that the indie game Abzu would be awesome in VR? Yeah, Abzu kind of goes hand in hand with like Journey and Flower.
I never played Abzu.
It's basically it's the same idea, right? And so like I really think that
Journey was great.
All 3 of those games. Yeah. It's like, well, why the fuck aren't those games in VR?
Yeah,
they're very simple.
They are very simple.
Abzu would be great. Yeah, for sure. The kitchen demo. Yeah, why not?
It would be absolutely. That was my go-to with a lot of people. I'm like, yeah, just sit there, just wait.
I think I really enjoyed like Affected the Manor. I think that was great. Because it's like a 20-minute haunted house.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to do anything. You just walk through the house and you get shit scared out of you.
Yeah.
But on top of that, what did I play recently that I said that is better than Affected? Daruma-san ga Koranda, the Japanese red light, green light game.
I couldn't even repeat what you just said.
It's
Static. That was the other one. I was trying to think of that one.
Static's a good. It's good, but I think with that many people, it would be stressful.
Might be, yeah.
Right? Because it is so. I remember Des and I were playing the multiplayer in Static, and I was like, because in Static, it's great when you're by yourself, because you're like, I have like an hour to figure out what all these buttons do.
Yeah.
I'm going to push all these buttons 100 times over and not get stressed out, because whatever, I'll figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
When somebody else is suddenly sitting next to you, you're like, I'm sorry, I'll figure it out. I'm sorry, I forgot which button does what, and then you start like apologizing and be like, I forgot how to do this. Yeah, it's kind of almost, it's good.
Because once you watch somebody do a puzzle and you can watch for a second, then all of a sudden you're like, I think that I've got the answer, and then watching them do it, you're like, God damn it. Yeah. So that could be shitty.
But yeah, if you get people over, it's like, why the fuck not give it a shot? Because Static it's very cool. It's just it's just tough to do with someone else.
Is to die. I think. Well, the E goes after the R. Jeremy.
Oh yeah.
Should live stream Firewall before he buys anything new. Can I tell you something? First of all, thank you very much for Mikey last night for coming to my aid and playing, just because I'm so foggy and unentertained. Like everything's like mud in my head right now. So I needed somebody to bounce off of and to do something different other than Resident Evil. Sorry for no warning for the live stream last night about anything. Work was crazy, and then I get home. I completely rearranged my living room. I swapped the TV off of one area, got rid of the entertainment center, mounted it on the wall, you name it. Internet issues, everything's in disarray. So I get out of work last night. I hadn't eaten. I wasn't feeling well. I had to figure out with Mikey what we were going to play. I had to get my internet to work. I had to rearrange my living room. I had to do all this shit. And it was like, figuring out what to do. And it's like, I never played Rec Room. Why don't we just fuck around in Rec Room? Yeah. You don't understand. Before I hit broadcast, Mikey and I were in it for probably like 18 minutes, and like the whole time Mikey's like, I think you should create your character. Nobody's gonna want to watch that. And I'm like, I think I should just start the live stream and just do it, because we were like just shooting the shit, and it would have, you know how it goes. So then we played, and it's fun. That fucking Rec Room is. I only played like 2 or 3 things. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, Rec Room's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to go back and I got some invites.
Have to go play some Rec Royale.
Yeah, Rec Royale.
Yeah, for sure.
But so thank you again, Mikey. And the video, everything's getting all fucked up. The last stream took almost 24 hours before it appeared on the channel.
Yeah.
Last week's.
Yeah.
So
YouTube is super weird.
this one's MIA for a while again too. It's been really fucked up.
Yeah. Absolutely. Arcade replay, taking turns at Headmaster is fun for a party. And there is a party mode for Headmaster. Like it's a specific separate mode.
Sorry. Dark Slade, would you like some cheese with that wine? Yes.
Thumper. Oh man. You know what the problem is like there's so many good VR games at this point.
There's a lot.
And to start saying, well, what would be a good one to introduce people to? Mm-hmm. I don't even know. Like it's there are because I always want to do the same thing. I want to be like, here's the greatest thing I've ever done in VR. Check it out.
Yeah.
But you do need to ease people in and maybe give them like some smaller things first and be like, hit a soccer ball off your head for a few hours, right? And now here's some lightsabers and slice some blocks.
Yeah.
It's and then you go, oh, now check out this Baker estate.
Right.
And Jack's fucking ludicrous.
Oh shit! You give somebody an apple before you give them an apple pie.
Jersh asks, does anyone know if Visage? Visage. Michelle Visage. Does anyone know if Visage is coming to PlayStation VR? Jersh, we investigated that like 2 years ago or something. And Sad Square Studios, the makers of Visage, in their Kickstarter, I think you can still find it somewhere online, said that they plan on bringing VR to all PC VR and PlayStation VR. Mm-hmm. And I think at some point during the development process, they were like, oh, fuck, this is going to be way harder than we thought it was.
Yeah.
And they just kind of quietly said, oh, no more PlayStation VR, and brushed it off to the side.
Yeah.
And every single time I pushed them for an answer, they basically said, PlayStation VR is not currently on the table.
Right.
So despite having sort of announced it, I think they learned their lesson and were like, this might be too much for us.
Right. That person's not a parent. Because as a parent, you never say, hey guys, in blankety blank weeks from now, why don't we go here and do this? Yay! Because then in weeks from now, when that rolls around and there ain't time for that shit, or you ain't going, it's like, oh no.
But the kids always remember.
The kids are asking.
Yeah, they're ready. They get their bags packed, they're ready to go, and you're like, let's go, and you're like, where?
There's no quietly forgetting. You could never mention it again. And the day, bidding, hey, aren't we supposed to do this? So yeah, they need a parent on their crew. Yeah, the likes, Des is right. We never, like, the likes is something, I always sometimes forget on the live stream if I'm watching, like, Amanda or something, like, oh yeah, I gotta hit the like.
But let's so
yes, we want to talk about that, right?
So Amanda, in case anyone doesn't know, one of our newer shows, which actually has been going for Madman's super late today. What's up, dude? Meow.
Super hot all the time, though.
Super hot. So Amanda's doing a weekly live stream.
Yeah. Called
Amanda Versus.
Yeah.
And it is basically she's a non-gamer, she's a non-VR person. Pretty much like separate from our entire world. Yeah. And every week we throw her into PlayStation VR. Mm-hmm. And it's definitely been a learning process, I think, for her and for us, and like learning, like, you can't say, hey, you can't just be like, hey, here's a new show and we're just gonna do it. Yeah. Right. But it's been a lot of fun, and I just kind of wanted to publicly say thank you for everyone that's been supporting her and sending positivity her way. Yeah. Because man, oh man, like, it is not easy for someone to just be like, I'm joining the party. Right. And just to be
jump
accepted.
in, play VR when you don't play video games, play the video games, talk about the video games, have people watch you while you're playing it. Yeah, that's a lot.
I mean, because think about all the questions you get asked while you're doing a live stream. Think of all the comments of people being like, hey, when is this game coming out? Hey, do you know anything about this? Blah, blah, blah. And for her to be like a total VR and video game newbie for the most part. Yeah. And then to be on a channel that, people are used to be able to ask us questions and get, like, educated answers. Yeah. I did not realize, I didn't even think that we were totally kind of, trial by fire or baptism by fire or throwing her to the wolves. Yeah. Any other thing that might make sense in this context. And man, people have been so fucking nice. Wicked. And she has been very, very cool. Yeah. And I
love she swears as I do. That's great. I'm so happy. When I forget what stream was on, she's like, oh, fuck, shit, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, good. It was great.
Just to answer the drunk gamer, so I actually just said before the show started, Michelle is coming back for a litter box episode, probably sometime next week.
Nice.
So you can expect to see her. At this point, she hasn't played a video game in a year.
Yeah.
She hasn't turned on her PlayStation VR headset in a year. So there's unfortunately, like, she's not asking to come back.
When she turns the PlayStation, it's going to be like, poof, like the old cartoon with the puff of smoke at the back.
Right.
And it's going to pop, 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 the old cars.
Nice. So she's not asking to come back, and so to have her like on a show where all we do is talk about PlayStation VR doesn't make any sense. But to have her on a litter box, because she'll always be part of the Without Parole family.
Yeah, totally
makes sense. So if you guys,
she's our litter mate.
She is our litter mate. I don't know how I feel about that.
Aiden's a year now.
Is he a year?
Yeah, I just talked to Michelle, actually, out of the blue. She texted me a few weeks back, and we texted here and there. And yeah, Aiden is a year old now, because his birthday was around around Valentine's Day, isn't it?
Wow. Dude, so I was talking to somebody recently, and I was trying to explain my life, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that trying to explain my life to somebody who doesn't know me is fucking impossible. They're like, so, what do you do? And I was like, well, I play video games for a living. And they're like, what? And I was like, well, I guess I'm a YouTuber. I'm like, I play video games, I review games. And they're like, and I'm trying to explain my schedule and how I can't actually get full 8 hours sleep.
Yeah.
I have to like sleep in increments of like 3 hours here, 3 hours there, 3 hours here.
Yeah.
Because there's always something that needs to be done. And so I'm like, well, I can sleep for 3 hours, and I'll wake up and I'll do that in 3 hours, and I'll have it out on time. And then after that, I can sleep for like 3 hours, and I can get up and I can go do this.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck me. I sound like a fucking crazy person. And I'm like, and this is like, I celebrated Valentine's Day.
Nice.
Which was interesting. I didn't, for the first time in 20 years, I didn't have to work at a restaurant on Valentine's Day because we're overstaffed at our restaurant.
I went nowhere, did nothing.
Well,
yeah.
and so for the first time in 20 years, I went out to a restaurant, went out to a movie. And I know, right? And I was like, ooh, this is what it's like to be around people. And I'm like, I'm not a fan. Hey, and I did not like it.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
I had the opposite. I had no Valentine's for the first time in almost my entire life.
You're like, in the first time in 40 years.
Serious. It's me and my ex-wife. That was 16 years of my life. Wow. Then, the ex now and I, that was 5.5 years. And then prior to that was high school bullshit. So, yeah. First year, no Valentine's for Jeremy. Wow, where's my cheese? So it was awkward. Also, though, a little relieving, but I wasn't I was all right with it, Anyways, so
I knew somebody was going to call us out. I'm so glad it was a less. Because Michelle can't be on a show where all we do is talk about PlayStation VR and just laughs.
It's very true.
It's like we're sitting here talking about Valentine's Day and about fucking everything other than PlayStation VR. And we're like,
right?
Well, Michelle wouldn't have anything to say. She hasn't played a game in a year, and I was like, I'm getting the impression that we haven't either.
No shit.
Oh man.
But yeah,
I don't know.
Anyways,
wow, Jay Meow. I'd love to see another Beat Saber stream from Amanda. Also, I'd love to see both Ocean Descent and London Heist from her.
I loved the demo of Ocean Descent.
That's all it was.
Yeah. I thought, and the VR disc, I thought that little teeny bit was awesome.
No, but that's the whole thing.
There's a whole version.
No, that's the whole thing.
No.
On VR Worlds, Ocean Descent.
Oh, yeah, but I only got access to... You didn't see the shark. Like, there was the other shark one.
Yeah, you had to play through the first ones first.
I did, but I didn't have access to the other one. It only gave me the snippet of the...
It should have unlocked.
Really?
Yeah, because that's... Ocean's Descent doesn't exist anywhere else except for on PSVR Worlds.
Really?
That is the full version. So you should start that back up. And, I don't know like how it unlocks or what happens, but yeah, eventually it pops up.
I'm going to have to go back to that.
Adrian says you should play that Japanese VR dating simulator. At this point, I'm like, I don't even know which one because there's so many of them.
Maybe for Amanda, is he saying? I think he's talking to Dez.
Maybe. Oh man.
Watch anything new lately?
So I think I want to say it was Ref that recommended that I watch the Umbrella Academy.
Oh, I started that. Yeah, I was going to talk about that.
Yeah, is it good?
Yeah. I'm on the end of episode 2 because they're like an hour. They're long. And I don't know anything about them besides when this came up. Then I reviewed or researched a little bit about this series. And so far it's all right. I'm still just getting into it. It's just kind of really establishing itself. It's kind of like determining if you liked Altered Carbon after one episode or two. It's like, there's a lot happening here. And I don't think there's that much happening in Umbrella Academy. But so far, it's all right. The real mystery, though, my favorite character so far is the kid that can jump through time that disappeared, and he's actually back now, and he's 53, but he's still a kid. The mystery I want to know is that fucking actor, that guy, kid, boy. I don't think he is, but I swear that's the kid from School of Rock. The guitarist kid from School of Rock.
Wait, wasn't School of Rock like 20 years ago?
Yes.
Oh.
And the kid is identical. Like, it's that guy's son, or that guy just didn't age, or he's like just one of those forever young looking people.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked to see if it's the same guy yet, but he's an interesting character.
Well, Umbrella Academy is definitely on my list for this week. Although I heard you watched Russian Dolls, right?
Oh, fuck. You haven't watched that yet.
Yeah.
You need
that
to.
first.
First.
Well, and I heard somebody at work was talking about it, that they're like 20-minute episodes or 22 minutes.
Yeah, they're not long.
And there's only, what, 8 or 10 of them?
Yeah, 8 of them.
So you can blast through that in like a couple hours.
Yeah, I did it in 3 days. It took me,
I would do it in one
gone
sitting.
home, like 3 years, and that was 45 minutes.
I would do Russian Dolls in like literally one sitting.
Yeah. You
Break out a bag of some roasted peanuts and just go eat 2 bags of that shit.
Pizza delivered.
Oh man, I miss pizza. I want pizza so bad. So Russian Dolls is on my list for probably this week, and then and then probably I'll start, because I trust Reth implicitly.
Yeah.
I will watch. I will definitely at least watch the first couple episodes of Umbrella Academy. Problem is I tried to get into The Magicians. Right?
Oh, season 1 was, I really enjoyed it.
I got lost. Like, I mean, because I do too many things while I'm watching TV.
That brunette chick is gorgeous.
Like
the chick that was dating the dude
yeah.
that could teleport.
Yeah.
She's kind of bad.
I kind of
good.
I kind of need to watch it again.
She's fucking hot.
Yeah.
She's gorgeous. Yeah, good show. It's on like season 4 now, though, right?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like, so once I get too far behind, it's like it's all fucking over.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm with you on that one. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, 4 seasons. I'm like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
But yet I'll watch an entire season in one night.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Happy Death Day to you. Happy Death Day. I watched the movie of the first, because the trailer of the second one, I'm like, that looks great.
Yeah.
So I watched the first one.
I saw it recently.
It was a fun movie. I liked it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like Groundhog Day for like teenagers.
I'm on a big Groundhog Day type kick lately with that and
Russian
fucking
Dolls.
Russian Doll.
Is it Russian Doll or Russian Dolls?
Doll.
Yeah. This is we've totally abandoned the show.
Oh yeah, Dez is carrying the show though in the chat,
right.
keeping it on topic.
Thank goodness. Okay, so listen, we got to wrap this up.
Yeah, I gotta go.
This is obviously a shorter show than usual. We usually go for 90 minutes instead of an hour, but we talked really fast. So I think we condensed 90 minutes of conversation into an hour show.
I think so too. There's a lot of content.
So make sure. Here's the thing. So me and Godkin, aka PSVR Underground, we're supposed to. I keep doing this. We're supposed to check out Dick Wilde 2 today.
Nice.
So hopefully we're going to stream it. We'll see. I don't really know.
Stream Dick Wilde. Hopefully it's not too yellow.
Go down the stream. In a stream while streaming.
While pretending you're a wild dick.
So we'll see. So unfortunately I can't give you a time. I don't know exactly how this is going to happen. I want to have the new streaming setup. Yeah. But I haven't actually tested it because I'm wicked busy all the time, and I sleep for 3 hours at a time and I don't know what's going on. But so let's just pretend that's not happening, and if it happens, great. But also make sure you come back tomorrow for Viewer Takeover.
Yeah, that's right.
But before that even, Des is streaming Apex Construct 9 a.m. Eastern.
No, it's 9 a.m. tomorrow.
9 to 11 a.m. Eastern, and he is giving away a signed copy.
Thanks, Jay Meow. I know I'm insane, but I didn't think I was that insane. He said I'm right about Ocean's Descent. There's a shorter version of it on the demo disc.
Oh, it's on the demo disc?
Yeah.
Wait. So you don't have PSVR Worlds?
No. I didn't pay for that.
Oh, I'll just hand you my copy before you leave then. So thank you, Jay, for clarifying. I thought you were playing on Worlds.
No.
In that I didn't realize it was on the demo disc.
Yeah.
I'm a moron.
It's such a tease on the demo disc.
Who lets me fucking run PlayStation VR channel? This is bullshit.
Well, when you make it up yourself.
This guy can't be trusted. Fucking pissed.
Never trust somebody with a mohawk in the year 2019.
I don't think this can any longer be considered a mohawk. It's kind of like a comb over /
I dig it, whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
It's now, if it's gone, it would be one of those things that would take me a little bit of time to get used to.
I don't think I'm too far from shaving it. I think I'm about
it's coming.
2 months away. I can just feel it. It's gonna be like 5 a.m. and I'm gonna have like one of those manic episodes where I just Empire Records that shit and just pull out the clippers, go, and I guarantee you, what is it, mid-February? By mid-April, I'm gonna have a shaved head.
Hey, 9 more days. Jeremy is 41.
Even older than you are now.
I'm now older than when you just said that.
It's craziness.
Yeah.
It's craziness. So make sure you check out Dez's live stream tomorrow. You got to make sure you got to jump into that so you can participate in his, what's it called? Trivia. He's going to do Without Parole trivia, Apex Construct trivia, and you might be able to win a signed copy of Apex Construct.
Which would be sweet.
Man, we got a fucking real busy week this week. So I got a lot to do. We got to get out of here. And but thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all. Anything else to add?
Firewall. Yes, I wanted to add that. So I don't know if this is true. I gotta see. But Mikey and I last night, I think I might own Firewall because it showed in my library a Firewall. It didn't say demo, didn't say beta, none of that bullshit. And so I started the download, and it was definitely almost. I had to pause it because it was preventing me from updating Rec Room enough. It was like about a 55-minute install for Firewall.
Didn't I make you buy it at some point? I was like, you had the aim controller. I was like,
if that was the case, I would have been playing it and all the. Yeah, so I don't know yet. It might have been when they had that free little trial, but we'll see.
Are you gonna get back on Resident Evil 7 Mondays?
Yes, that's the thing. Yeah, this was just Jeremy being ill and needed some support.
All right, thank you again very much. Appreciate all your support. Hit us up on patreon.com/withoutparole
games
and give us $1 or more every single month if you like what you see on this channel. I mean, excluding this show, of course. That's it.
All right,
we love you all.
Bye, guys. I'm trying to type, and
you
it's
type,
slow, but I'll just say bye.
You type. I'll end the show.
And thanks, Des.